Wide-scale voter fraud has been uncovered in Pennsylvania. Not unfounded speculation.
And that the pollsters there were not giving yellow ballots, which would be for the city council race, to Republicans, and that they were only being given to Democrats, independents, and libertarians. At which point in time, I contacted our corporal in our criminal investigations division, informed him of what was going on.
Joining us, I'm Candace Kelly.
And I'm Mark Hiller in for Nick Toma. We begin tonight with a developing story in Luzerne County. The district attorney's office is now investigating a report of voter fraud.
A Kingston woman claims someone signed her name at her polling place and cast a vote, adding to Luzerne County's election issue.
The Luzerne County Board of Elections has requested the district attorney's office now investigate that paper ballot shortage that happened back on election night. 2822 Eyewitness News reporter Julie Dunphy joins us live from the control center with the latest developments on that one. Julie?
Nick, good evening. Countless voters made their voices heard tonight at the election board meeting for the first time since Election Day. Now they're demanding an investigation and resignations.
I went 4 times to vote. I had no paper. I was offered a provisional ballot.
Why was there no paper? Was it not ordered? Was there not enough of it?
Voters demanded answers Monday night after a widespread paper shortage across Luzerne County on Election Day. Each voter speaking before the Luzerne County Board of Elections shared their experience on November 8th, 2022.
I voted on Tuesday at Harvey's Lake Building, Borough Building, on a piece of copy paper with a pen, as they ran out of paper at 9 o'clock. How was my vote counted?
Turning people away from the polls, asking them to come back, or whatever this silly nonsense was, is actually voter suppression. Americans did not die for this.
Real fraud backed by evidence. The state's attorney general and governor-elect Josh Shapiro, a Democrat, has arrested a Democratic political consultant for the forgery of over 1,000 signatures on petitions required to get candidates onto ballots. Shapiro says Rasheen Cruz forged signatures on nomination petitions to get his clients, typically judicial candidates running for common pleas and municipal court judgeships in Philadelphia, on the ballot for the 2019 Democratic primary races there. Now, the investigation found that after the candidates hired Cruz, he recruited people to help with the petition work by bringing them to a hotel room and asking them to write names, addresses, and forge signatures on the petitions. Shapiro's office says Cruz then had those petitions notarized and filed with the Pennsylvania Department of State. Quote, of the petitions that were reviewed, over 1,000 signatures were determined to be duplicated. Many names and addresses were found repeated on various petition pages. Some pages appeared to be photocopied entirely, and some of the listed individuals claimed to have never signed the petitions in question. Now, that tracks with what former Congressman Bob Brady, chairman of the city's Democratic Committee and who's one of the first to flag the alleged fraud, told the Philly Inquirer at the time, quote, the petitions were atrocious and appeared to be what are known as kitchen table jobs, when people fill in the names of voters who did not actually sign the petitions. Brady also said some of the petition packages had what appeared to be photocopied pages from other petitions, which is not allowed. Cruz apparently made thousands of dollars doing this, apparently being paid about $2 to $3 for each signature. Several candidates had to drop out when they discovered the forged paperwork. None of them are alleged to have known about it or had anything to do with the fraud. Cruz has denied the accusations, instead blaming the workers he hired to gather the signatures. Now, keep in mind, Cruz is an active political consultant who's worked on a number of state and local races. Campaign finance records show Shapiro's own AG campaign paid Cruz $2 grand back in 2016 for consulting services. Earlier this year, Pennsylvania Democratic Congressional Campaign paid Cruz $800 for being a poll worker. Joining me now is attorney